Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. The Urbano Caldera is located slap bang in the middle of a residential district here in Villa Belmiro. It is certainly a venue which has a lovely, homely feel to it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Chance! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, that was venomous. Nicely intercepted. Looking for the run. Ribery. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Romario. Bastoni wins the duel this time. De Roberto. He's got a side of goal! Davids. Brilliantly cut out. Works it forward. Now that's well seen too. Interesting ball. Ribery. Conte. Now it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Haaland. Ribery. Roberto Carlos. Conte. Now it's Messi. Conte, here's the name on everyone's lips just now. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tries to dink it through. That's beautifully weighted. Haaland! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Good read, needed to be.
Giuseppe are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Pass is just off target.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's another throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Can he get away here? Di Roberto. Schneider.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Ribery. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he cuts out the supply. Davids. Now it's Romario. Hernandez cuts it out. Oh, he's found support out wide. Conte. Nakata. It's Nakata! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Nakata is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Good to pay. Looking to go forward now. pass is intercepted. It's a good run down the right. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a mighty effort! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, if you give him something to attack in the air, he's most likely to get there. It's what he does best.
Great chance! Oh, taken with style. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Fenerbahce are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And they win it back again. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Fenerbahce couldn't really be more watered.
Haaland! Oh, it's come loose. And here's Haaland! He's got away with one there. Davids. Ribéry. Conte. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Guardiola does well to get it back. Ribéry. And here's Neymar. Alexander-Arnold with the foul. Oh, he's taken it. Messi. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And the second half gets underway.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Ribéry. Alexander-Arnold. Defending of the desperate variety. Now Davids. Van Dijk. Guardiola. And it's Messi. Ribéry. Messi. And he's been shifted off it. Kante providing an outlet. In with a header! Well, that pass isn't the best. That's played into space. Floated through. Ruben Dias makes the interception. Now it's Neymar. Dink through. Oh, well played. And he's there to get it away. Hernandez gets across to intercept that. Now it's Messi. He is slightly undercooked, that one.
Gustave clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Alexander-Arnold. And here's Ribéry. He's gone forward. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Guardiola. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. And he's intervened well there. Lobbed in behind. He can run onto that. Haaland! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Substituição em campo.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Goods to pay, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Romario showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Romario. Messi. Back into the middle. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. He's looking for the runner here. Oh, delightful ball. Speculative strike. Just off target.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Goods to pay, making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the...
Haaland! They are rampant! And surely that settles it. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Haaland! Loose. It's fallen kindly here. It's a goal. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, that's really...
Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball, and he's gone backward here. Roberto Carlos. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
This is the time you need that pace.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Always onto this. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be. A ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. The action has already started. It's a pretty loose pass.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly.
He's got the shot away! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Santos finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rummenigge. Ribéry. Davids. Ribéry. Dixon. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Hullet. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Messi, now it's Romario. And it's gone back to the keeper. No way through. Ribéry. And he's intervened well there. Roberto Carlos. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Messi. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
And he's managed to get free. Davids.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Messi. Well, that looks a cracking ball, and he was quick to react. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Davids. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Santos clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And a header! He's done very well to get to that.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And that's put paid to a promising move. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he welcomes it in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Roberto Carlos, who does have an assist to his... Oh, he's been caught on it here!
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now the finish! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That was easy, almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And Messi! Fenerbahce applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Romario, and he's only too happy to take that back. Roberto Carlos is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ribéry bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Koundé. Roberto Carlos. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
In double quick time. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
A case now of complete control. Yaya Toure. No joy this time. And the first half is done. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. But look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation.
Agentes de segurança de cada bloco, dirijam-se à sala de controle imediatamente.
Here we go again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Van Dijk. Rummenigge. And the shot! They've done it! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
There's the hit! Guardiola. Front-footed pressing going on here. And here's Ribéry. And the finish! And that's past the post.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. A real chance if he can get through. What a throw in. Ruben Dias. Ribéry. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Good ball over the top. Great chance! No, it's wide.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Roberto Carlos.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap.
Rummenigge! He scores! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Fenerbahce are having a ball here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Público presente na partida de hoje.
Roberto Carlos.
9.187
And it's Roberto Carlos.
espectadores.
Roberto Carlos. Keeper's ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back.
And he'll shoot here. Oh, almost a sixth.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Now it's Messi. Ribéry. Ribéry going face-to-face with his great rival. And through to the goalkeeper. Ribéry. Well, they could break here. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Conte. Guardiola. And it's Messi. That looks a cracking ball. And Romario! And yes, it's there!
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Santos grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Yaya Toure. Rijkaard. Koundé. Rijkaard. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Rijkaard makes the interception. Rummenigge. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Messi, yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. So a chance here, what can they make of it?
Well, distance doesn't dissuade him. He has the requisite power.
Brilliant! A finish of true class! That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Santos have hit a quick-fire double here and have restored some sort of respectability. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Santos clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Ribery. There will be a throw-in. Now it's Romario. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Conte. Just 5 minutes left. Shot at goal! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that is doing no harm at all. Ribery, who's wide and looking to get onto this. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Messi, and the shot! Has another goal! It's in! Romario duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Rummenigge. Well, they've got it again. Conte. Ribery. Now it's Ribery. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's picked his way through. And the cut heads it! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's quick to get it clear again. And that's that. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here, the followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's from Mario. And Dyke kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of...
Kane put it away! Ribery. Oh, some tackle that. Rivaldo. Vieri.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Look at the strife! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
So that goal then?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's an inviting looking ball, that. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira. And it's Vieira. Now it's Romario. First quarter of an hour gone. He's found some... And the shot! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Cafu is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Vieri. Oh, red, nice interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And here's Ribery.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Alexander-Arnold. Pass somewhat off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Ribery. Now Davids. Neatly clipped into space. Baia deals with it effortlessly. Guardiola wins the duel this time. And here's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Lovely bit of skill. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Davids! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Santos with the corner, there first. Nice interception, well timed. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Ruben Dias spots it and intercepts. Mbappe! Decent hit! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Now it's Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looking for options for movement.
That's positional gold. The utilisation of...
It's a mighty effort! And again! And more, and more, and more! And they're at it again, in double quick time! Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the...
He's had a hit! They've done it! And they are right back within touch!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Santos gives themselves a fighting chance. Shapes to shoot. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's managed to gift it back. Now it's Romario. Oh, good read. And he was quick to react. Now it's Romario. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que depositen sus desperdicios en las papeleras que hay instaladas en varios puntos del estadio.
And we're off again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Davids. Romario. Well seen. Saw that coming. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Ribery. Davids. Now that's well seen too. Works it forward. Ribery. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cruyff might just make this. And he's managed to get rid. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Now it's Mbappe. Always onto this. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but can he finish? And he hits the net. And the lead is free. It is surely done.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Beckham, it's a pretty loose pass. Ribery. Messi. Cafu.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Messi. And that is exemplary defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
It's hit the upright. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Aimed beyond the defence. Rivaldo. That's a nicely measured pass. And he's in on goal. Hernandez getting this one clear. Chooses to go back. Cafu has given away a free kick. Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Vieri. Oh, smashing header! Oh, he's been caught up. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And already we're underway here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Messi. Romario. Now it's Messi. Distributed tidily.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Messi. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And here's Yamal. And he was alert to it. Ribery. Romario. Now it's Romario. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pau Kubasi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Romario. Great hit! It's there!
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he welcomes it in. And he's intervened well there.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Neymar. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Romario. That's a sweet ball, that. That looks a good ball through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Played back in. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Has a go! Well, there's the clearance. Ribery. And it's Romario. Caught offside that time. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, they've got it again. Kane. He won't be happy with that one. Messi. Romario. That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, perfectly measured that. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Pau Kubasi gets over and intercepts.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, a delicate chip through.
There they go, hunting again.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Kane. Davids. Ribery. And that could set him on his way. Faced Romario! Oh, what? Hasn't! Really well taken goal. Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Yamal, and that's another good win of the ball.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
So nearly the perfect ball. Oh, terrible hits one! Ribery stood up well to him there. And the first half is done. And it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Elche lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And if you're just back from your break, and Torres! It's in! They are right back in business.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Messi! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Looking to go deep. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Conte. Nice sequence of passes, this. Romario. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That's Romario. Oh, that's a key interception.
Asciende a 71.898 espectadores.
Messi, and he's picked out the run. Hernandez.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Ribery. And he's only too happy to take that back. Romario. That looks a cracking ball. He's found a way through. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Koundé can get it clear. That is good alertness. Yamal.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 22, Ribery.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Saka. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That looks a good ball through. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Donnarumma clears.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Messi. Big chance! He's scored! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me...
Oh, he's been caught! He's had a shot! They've scored! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that. And Messi! He should have put that one away.
Messi has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Ruben Dias is there to clear. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Saka finds himself offside.
Barcelona need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
It's just beyond his reach. And that'll be a goal kick. Saka.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
We are into overtime. Neymar kept his eye on it, and he's there. Saka is wide and looking to get onto this. He's got tall! And he's taking no chances there. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. He's played him through. He's got away.
That's good play from him.
Romario! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! The maestro, the legend, and now the hat-trick hero.
El dorsal 9.
That's just downright fabulous, both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Elche, and that's that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. The Arena MRV, built here in the California district of Belo Horizonte, varying degrees of translucency in its outer skin, symbolising the colours of its owners. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Kante is the name on everybody's lips. Hardly a surprise when you're making your 500th appearance. Quite something, Jim Beglin.
Well, Peter, it's so good to see everyone show the appreciation that's fully deserved. Although I'm sure he himself won't be thinking about that. All he'll be thinking about will be making sure that he ends up on the winning side here.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Now it's Del Piero! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. No way through, so back it comes. Passing nice and neat. Messi. And it's Romario. Davids. And it's Ribery. Nice sequence of passes, this. Always on Romario! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pellegrini. And that wasn't far away.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Pinches it off him. Looking for the runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Good to pay, leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Ribery. Little pass back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Chiesa. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Played back in. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! And he has kept it out somehow.
Tonali actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. He won't be happy with that one. Italy were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Pellegrini.
Del Piero really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Ribery. Romario, a player of legendary status. Barella calmly anticipates. Tonali. Shifted upfield. Pellegrini. Chiesa.
What a letdown.
Inzaghi! He scores! Italy are back in business. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Italy grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
Kante carries the ball down the right. Nicely spread. And that has left him in a heap. Davids. Conte. And it's Messi. He's through here. Del Piero. Now it's Pellegrini. And that could set him on his way. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now then, the ball's come loose. Big chance! Goal, Italy! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
Italy go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Tepe are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Barella. That has been slung wide. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Ribery. Del Piero. Tonali. To Barella. Tonali. Now Costa Curta.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Now Tonali. Pellegrini. Conte. And it's Messi. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. And we hit half-time. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd. And a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline, 2-1. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, can he get onto this? Tonali. Barella. Pellegrini. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, what a climb! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Romario has found the net here, of course. Nicely weighted ball. Hernandez. And through to the goalkeeper. Del Piero. Pellegrini, who's set up 1 goal so far. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Deftly away. And smartly reclaimed.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Good to pay. Really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Pellegrini.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to...
He rises! It's anyone's ball now. Here comes another cross. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
What a save! Terrific reactions! Pellegrini, Keane, he's gone for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bastoni with a definite fell there. Guardiola. And it's Conte.
Gustepe may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Messi.
Gustepe showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Chiesa. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Davids. Now it's Romario. Hernandez looking to get on the end of this. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Ribery. Oh, good ball, shots on here.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 22. Camisa 18.
Pellegrini.
Camisa 9. Deixando o campo
looking
para a
wide.
entrada de
Oh, he's found
camisa
support out
16.
wide. Del Piero.
Camisa 21. Neymar.
Now it's
Camisa
Pellegrini.
20.
It's a mighty effort! Goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Bastoni deals with that comfortably. Pellegrini, great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Mbappe, and he cuts out the supply. Costa Curta. Picked out, oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! A momentary lapse exploited with glee. Well, it's an inspired substitution. And a shot! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Italy could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Neymar. Fermin. Oh, what a ball is in here! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. This venue, located here in Villa Belmiro, is modest, but whatever it lacks in size, it more than makes up for in character. The action has already started. That's a good run down the left. Now it's Messi. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Hits one! And he's done it!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him. Setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Fenerbahce are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Goes back. Costa Curta. Messi! Messi! He's scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Ribery. Guardiola. And he cuts out the supply. It's a really well-measured ball. Belletti. Julie has it in a wide position. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Saliba makes the interception. And it's Ribery.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Messi, oh, just skips past his man. Has a go! No outsmarting him this time. Ball swung in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Nicked it back promptly. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And Messi! And it's in! And they're back in front!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Goods to pay, get themselves into the lead. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Interesting ball. Ribery is in a really good position out wide.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Kubo. So, what can they make of this? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Fenerbahce finding their passes. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Fenerbahce clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Out for a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Ribery, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Romario. Saliba gets across to intercept that. No way through. Now it's Messi. Conte. Some really good ball movement. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Romario.
Petit. Oh, nicely intercepted. And the half-time whistle goes. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Goods to pay, leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It is intriguing to watch and could easily go either way. And we are back underway. Zaire Emery. Hernandez goes sliding in. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Davids. And it's Guardiola. And it's Ribery. Ball played for Conte. Well read, and the danger is averted. Julie.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
That is Stuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Chance for the header! Oh, that's another chance! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Fenerbahce appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Now it's Romario. Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. He won't be happy with that one. Alexander-Arnold tries making a foray down the right. And the keeper beats it away. Batistuta. Well, they've got it again, spread out to the left. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Messi. Saliba cuts out the pass. Pressing high and with purpose. Ribery. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Van Dijk. And it's Conte. And here's Romario. Van der Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Guardiola. Now it's Neymar. He's got away. Brilliantly cut out. It's their second corner of the game.
Fenerbahce are definitely going about this the right way.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, easy pickings there. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Romario. Beckenbauer is there to clear. And that has been cleared.
Gustepe clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And that is expertly dealt with. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Mustepe clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He can run onto that. Ribéry gets through on his own. And that was very necessary. And it's from Mario. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! Gets good distance on it. Chance here to counter. He's had it taken off him. Alexander-Arnold. Conte, here's the name on everyone's lips just now. Just 5 minutes remaining now. That is good alertness.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That has not gone well. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Conte. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Mustepe can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And as you can see, we've already started here. Now that looks a decent ball. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a defender, let alone any player, make such a meteoric rise in the manner the Lick did, Peter. Just absolutely phenomenal. A player way ahead of his years, and his composure and confidence is like that of a seasoned veteran.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Romario, can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Ruben Neves. He is just caressing the ball. Taken back almost at once. Conte. Now it's Romario. Oh no, what has happened here? Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Ooh, played through for the wide man. Well read, and the danger is averted. That's a sharp pass. And it's Batistuta. Davids. So we're still where we started right now. Nakata.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Messi. He's in plenty of space here. And he's in on goal. Great hit! Goal!
Gustepe clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And it's Conte. Oh, good read. Fenerbahce are looking to break at pace. Hernandez calmly anticipates. Utoma. Ribery. And it's Romario. Some resolute defending there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is good strength. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Bastoni. And Hernandez. And it's Ruben Neves. Rodri.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Dixon. Now it's Nakata. And he skips past his man. Conte is the name on everyone's lips just now. Now it's Messi.
Might want to be careful there.
Ribery has got himself a free kick.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Little pass back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Valverde pinches it off him. Guardiola completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
No, that's been intercepted. And it's Messi. Romario. Marquinhos. Mbappe. Here's Roberto Carlos. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Romario. Valverde. Mbappe. Can he latch on to this?
Oh, that was expansive and inside.
Oh, what a climb! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Romario. Valverde calmly anticipates. And here's Romario. Messi couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Ruben Dias. Now it's Romario. He's in a great position. And that has been cleared. Mbappe. Quarter of an hour played. Palmer. Romario.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Osimhen. Ruben Dias. Mbappe. Now it's Messi. And it's Romario. Oh, good-looking ball. Threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
And we have our very first corner. Grips to pay are looking to go forward now. And that's a throw-in. Hernandez. And it's Guardiola. Conte. Romario. For Ribery. Davids. Now it's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. Messi. Rolls it backwards.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Now it's Messi.
Trabzonspor clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move.
Conte! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was...
And Romario! Well, it was a nice set-up, but not so good beyond that.
Romario really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That is good strength. And it's Roberto Carlos. Osimhen! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Now it's Messi. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Davids. Messi. He's got away. And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Out to the right. Now it's Messi. Hernandez does really well to win the ball there. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Messi. Now, what about a counter-attack?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Mbappe! Roberto Carlos. Conte. And there's the end of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're underway again.
Gustepe really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
João Cancelo. It's a good spell of possession, this. And here's Mbappe, played back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Good read, needed to be. Trabzonspor have their second corner now.
Trabzonspor
Has a shot! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Valverde. Palmer. Looking for the runner. And he's straight offside. Palmer. And he's intervened well there. Romario is onto it in a flash. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Now it's Mbappe. Back into the middle. Messi. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Conte, one of these standout performers at this moment in time. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Gustepe clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's found a way through. There's the hit! Oh, taken with style. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Trabzonspor are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Hernandez. Conte. And it's Guardiola. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. João Cancelo. What a throw in. Messi. For João Cancelo. Palmer succumbs to the pressure. He has found the way through. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. Messi. Romario. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's had a hit! And he hits the net! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Substitution on the field, number 24.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Messi.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Number 18.
Giuseppe really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Number 23, Yamal. Number 6,
He's beaten the last man. Ball has bounced loose now.
Substitution in progress.
Oh no, what has happened here? Giuseppe are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh no, this does not look good. Keeper sees it all the way.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Fermin, Messi, and here's Romario. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Giuseppe have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Conte. And it's Messi. Fermin.
Such good technique.
Messi. And Messi! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And the number on the board is 3. Maradona. Oh, super find. He is through here. And he was alert to it. And that is as far as it goes. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great...
you